Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Montse and this is SOYOGA. And what you're going to see is a video recorded from a live class. So there were a couple of students in the class and sometimes I might be talking to them. But overall, I hope you enjoy. This is mainly a video for morning, so to wake up and to start stretching slowly. There's a couple of balancing and twisting poses, and I really hope you enjoy. If you do, please subscribe to my button and see you at the end of the class. And let's begin. Close your eyes. You can keep your hands on your knees or your thighs, palm facing down or up is absolutely up to you. And just drop into your breath, noticing your breath. No need to do anything, just noticing it. And perhaps as you're paying more attention to the breath, just by paying more attention, you might feel how the breath starts slowing down, becoming a bit more calmer. But again, just pay attention to it. Do not force anything. With curiosity, with attention, noticing the moment you breathe in and noticing the moment you breathe out. And now that we've entered this place of rest and calm, perhaps this is a good moment to create a resolution for your practice today. Could be just one word, could be a whole sentence. How do we want to feel? What would you like to feel like, to be? Could be one word like joyful or open or dedicated, focused, anything that comes to mind right now. More aware. Could be a sentence like pay attention to my breath. Once you got your word or your sentence, just keep it, just repeat it 2 more times silently. And then open your eyes. You can remain seated for a moment if you're sitting on an elevation of some sorts, or you can move it out if it's up to you. I'm gonna stretch the legs in front of you. I'm gonna show you the side. Stretch the legs in front of you. We're gonna just move the toes. So the feet remain in place. So only the toes, close the toes and open the toes. Close, open, close, open. And be focused on that. And you can breathe there as well. 4, 5. Focus on the breath. 6, 7. Close, 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 close. Keep them close, 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 and open, 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 open. See if you can also separate the toes from each other. And relax. Now the ankles. So again, just moving forward and back, forward. Just stretch the feet as much as you can, and then back. Bring the toes towards you as much as you can, towards your knees. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If it's uncomfortable to be sitting in Dandasana like this, you can even lean a bit back on your hands. It's up to you. Otherwise, see if we can keep as well this posture where we're already engaging the core and we're just sitting straight. Again, if it's too much, you can lean on your hands. Now, a couple of rotations, circling your ankles. Try to keep isolating just the ankles, not the whole leg. Of course, the leg will move, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and change direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend the right leg and bring the hands just behind your knee and just lean back a bit and stretch, inhaling and exhale, bend again. Inhale, exhale, stretch, bend, stretch, bend. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the other direction, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let go. Now grab the left, and again just place your hands behind your knee, and again stretching, inhaling up, stretch leg, exhaling, bend. Inhaling, stretch, exhaling, bend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 circles in one direction, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now, still, I'm just going to face you now, but still your legs are straight. Bring the hands in front of you and cross the right on top of the left, okay, with the right on top of the left, and then palms facing each other, okay? Now, interlock the fingers in this position and bring the hands towards you. 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open again and cross. And now the left on top of the right. Again, the palms are facing each other. Interlock the fingers and the same thing. I might feel a bit different. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Just bring your hands on your shoulders and do a couple of shoulder rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and change direction. If your elbows touch, it's okay. If your elbows don't touch, it's okay too. 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Now Bring the right hand just outside of the left leg and a twist. Keep the legs engaged, straight, toes pointing up, and the spine straight as well. Try not to lean back. So the spine is straight. You're just rotating from the base of the spine. Your hand can be, you can put it in your lower back to notice, so to avoid going backwards, or just keep it on the floor, propping you up. Breathe. Shoulders down, then let them creep up, then come back to the center. And now it's the left hand that comes just outside the right leg. You can have it on the in or the out, it's up to you. And again, the back is straight. You can have the fingertips behind you, just propping you up, making sure that your torso is straight, and then start rotating from the base of the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Doesn't have to be too deep. It's the beginning of the class. You can rotate your neck as well if that's comfortable, looking over your right shoulder. If it's too much, don't. Do not push. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, breathe. And come back to the center. Bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, and slowly, slowly, no hands, start coming down vertebra by vertebra, all the way down to the floor. Now bring both knees to the chest, squeeze, inhale, and as you exhale, lift the forehead, bring the forehead to the knees in a little ball, and then come back down. Both feet on the floor. Now keep the left foot on the floor, knee pointing at the sky, straighten the right leg up. You can have the hands alongside your body, palms facing down. Flex the foot, inhale here, and as you exhale, guide it by the leading, the toe, the heel is leading, start bringing the leg down with mindfulness. And just before it touches the floor, it goes back up again, straight with mindfulness. Your lower back wants to keep on the floor, so you really engage the muscles in your core. And again, down. And before it touches the floor, inhale up. And really coordinating breath and movement. Exhale, the heel goes down, driving the whole leg. And inhaling goes up again. 2 more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Using the breath. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time stay up. You have a choice now. You can keep the left leg as it is. If you are comfortable, or if you want a bit more challenge, you can straighten the left leg. Make sure that the left leg is completely on the floor as well, engaging the toes. And again, 5 more. Exhaling, right leg down. Inhale up. Down. Up. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Leg down and up. Bend the left leg again, foot flat on the floor. Grab the ankle or just behind the calf of the right. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lift the forehead again up and the shoulders, and bring the forehead to the knee and the knee to the forehead. Breathe here. And exhale, relax the head, bend the right. Let's do the whole thing with the left. Straighten the left leg. The right leg is bent, foot flat on the floor. Inhale here. And as you exhale, the heel is driving to the floor. Inhale, go back up. Exhale. And just before you touch the floor, inhale, back up again. Straight leg. 3, 4, and 5. Leaving the leg up, up, straight. And again, you have a choice. Keep the right leg bent, or you can extend it Again, extend leg might be slightly higher for your flexibility, so you can always bend it a bit. Inhale here, exhale, the whole leg comes down. 1, 2, with mindfulness, leg comes down, guided by your breath. 3, squeezing the belly, making sure still that you're squeezing the belly, using the core. And that's the last one. Keep the leg straight, bend the right one once again. Your hands going up the leg, up to your ankle or just behind the calf. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders, bringing the forehead to the leg to the forehead. 1, breathe. 3, 4, stretching that leg, and 5. Come back down, bend the leg. Both feet are flat on the floor, knees pointing at the sky. Make sure that the feet are parallel. Make sure that the knees are not caving in or opening out. Hands by your side. We're going to go for bridge. As you inhale, lift the hips. Vertebra by vertebra, we go out. And as you exhale, lower them again, vertebra by vertebra. 3 more like this. Hands on the floor, palm facing the floor. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale, lowering down, being mindful. And every time we inhale, we bring the hips higher and higher. And the chest closer to your chin, and the feet are pushing against the floor. Exhale down, 1 more. Inhale, push the the feet against the floor. Hips go up, 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 up. Chest towards the chin, and exhale, down, 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 down. Okay, keep the hands as they are by your body and the palms facing down. And now straighten both legs. We're going to do the same thing, but with 2 legs at the same time. So inhale here, and as you exhale, bring both legs together, close together all the way down to the floor. And if you touch the floor, just kiss the floor lightly and then come back up again. 1. Once again, breathing, controlling breath and movement. 2. Exhale. Take the whole exhale to go all the way down. And take the whole inhale to go all the way up. 3, 2 more. 4. We can do it. 1 more. And 5. We're going to do 5 more, but I'm going to give you an option now. You can do it as we've been doing with the hands by your side. If that was hard, then let's make it slightly easy by bringing the hands by bringing the hands underneath your hips, so underneath your buttocks. So that will make it a bit easier. Or if you want to make it harder, why not? You can bring the hands, interlock the fingers, create a cradle for your head. Okay, so choose which version. You have 3 versions, and just do the version that's more available for you today and the more appropriate for you. Doesn't mean that you cannot do another one another day. Perhaps yesterday I was doing the hands by my head, but today I don't feel like it. So you want to have your hands underneath your buttocks, up to you. Choose one and let's go. Inhale here, feet up, straight. Exhale, bring the legs down. Kiss the floor with your heels and then come back up immediately. And again, coordinating breath and movement. Exhaling, you bring the breath out, squeeze the belly. Inhale up again, 2, 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, go up. Is it 1 more or 2 more? Oops. We're going to do 1 more because I've lost count. It's only counting to 5. Can you believe it? Come back up. There we are. Once again, bend the knees. We're going to go for bridge once again. So make sure that your feet are parallel. Okay, hip width apart. Don't bring them too open or too close. And the hands, once again, your fingertips grazing the heels or even touching the heels if you can. And then push the floor away, hips up. 1. Exhale down. We're gonna do only 3. This is the second one, really pushing those hips higher up. And then for the third one, we stay here. You can, if you want, help with the hands, pushing into the floor, the feet pushing to the floor. You can even bring the hands, interlock the fingers underneath your body and come a bit higher. Up to you. Breathe here. And then remove the shoulders from underneath your back, and vertebra by vertebra, we go down again. Bring the knees to your chest. Become a little ball, forehead to knees. This is a great posture to do early in the morning, really starting to really work your internal organs here. Now release the head, and we're not done with the core. We're gonna do bicycle. We're gonna go on a little trip. So extending the right leg, the hands once again can be palms facing down the floor. Extend the right leg and bring it down, and then extend the left, bend it, extend the left leg, you know, like a bicycle. 2, but slowly. Follow my count. 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do T8. 6. Squeeze the belly. 7. We're going really slow and mindfully because the scenery is really beautiful in this path. So we're cycling slow. 8. And oh, we saw something back there, didn't we? So let's go back. Cycle back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the belly. 6, 7, and 8. Well done, ladies. Now bring both feet and the feet flat on the floor, and this time open them. Open the feet as wide or wider than the mat. Open your arms to the sides. Inhale here, and as you exhale, both knees towards the right, and you look towards the left. Inhale, both knees up, and now drop them to the left and look to the right. And again, inhale, both knees up, and as you exhale, drop them to the right and you look to the left. Inhale, both knees go up, and then exhaling, drop them to the left and you look to the right. One more on each side. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop them to the right. Stay here for a moment this time, breathing here, both knees on the right. You look to the left, a nice gentle twist. And then come back up and drop them to the left and look to the right and stay here. Great. Bring both knees up again, and this time turn around, flip yourself over. Flip yourself over and come into your knees, hands and knees for child. So you can bring you, touch your toes, sit on your heels, and rest for a moment in child. 2 breaths here. Releasing the lower back towards your heels. And now just keep the body as it is. Keep the lower back towards your heels, and just the hands walk a bit forward. So your elbows will be off the ground, giving yourself a stretch on the arms, the shoulders, the armpits. 2 more breaths here. Really stretching, walking your fingertips, walking away from you. But your pelvis, your hips still falling towards your heels. Now lift your head, and those fingertips are going to walk towards the left. So the The right hand may still be just outside the mat. So it's not a super deep side bend, just a bit. Your elbows are still off the ground, and you can relax your head. Nice side stretch here. Lift your head once again and then walk. And you got it. You're going to walk all the way to the right. Again, it's not super. It's not a super bend. You can just keep the hand outside the mat or on top of the mat. Relax the head. Feeling the stretch all the way from your armpit, your elbow, your shoulder to the side. Then come back to the center again. Come onto your hands and knees. Making sure your hip is above your knees. And this time, walk your hands forward, forward, forward for puppy pose, bringing the forehead to the floor. Really nice stretch here as well. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Now, lean on your forearms and bring your pelvis down to the floor for Sphinx. So we keep our forearms on the floor, hands, palms facing down. The elbow is just underneath our shoulders, and look forward. Imagine that your hands are glued to the mat, but they want to come towards your body. So kind of like ripping the mat apart. So your chest comes forward. It's an active Sphinx pose. More breath here. Now keep the hands where they are, or alternatively, you can bring the hands together and interlock the fingers. We're going to go for dolphin. So you can, option A, keep the hands where they are, or interlock the fingers. It's up to you. And start lifting. Come on your knees first, and then start lifting as if you were going for downward dog, but with your forearms on the floor. And start walking your feet forward. So here we are in this sort of version of downward dog. Breathe. You can bend the knees if that's too much. One more breath here. Inhale, and if we can, lean forward. Go forward until your nose touches the hands. And exhale back again. Two more like this. Inhale forward, nose to hands. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And this time, lean on one side, lift, put the hand on the floor, and then on the other until you come into downward dog. Not an easy move. Okay, come into your downward dog. And again, just bend one knee, bend the other, bend both knees, then straighten both knees. Stay here for one breath, exploring this pose, this very familiar pose. And then take little steps, come to the top of the mat, or take two big steps. It's up to you. Both feet are parallel, just underneath you, or even hip width apart, or a bit wider, just not too much. And just lean forward. Bend your knees generously, and you can bring the hands to the opposite elbow and hang in there. This pose I've heard it called as ragdoll. I've heard it called as waterfall. So many names. But I like these names because both of them are very illustrative, very they really open up your imagination. If you think of a rag doll that's just sort of bouncy, and well, I don't know if rag dolls are bouncy, but I like bouncing here a bit. Swaying, really loose, bend your knees, being really, really loose. Then release your hands, bend the knees even more, and start rolling up vertebra by vertebra. How we feel? We made it to the vertical. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're standing. We're going to do a few rounds of classic sun salutation. If you haven't done it with me, just follow. So it's different from the vinyasa one. Keep your feet together, so toes are touching. Focus on your Tadasana, really squeezing the belly. Pelvis is neutral, hands in front of your chest. And as we inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. You can look up. And then exhaling, bend forward. You can bend the knees until your fingertips, your hands touch the floor. Now the right foot shoots back, knee on the floor. Breathe. Look forward. Hands on the floor, then go to plank. Squeeze that plank. Heels want to touch the back wall. From plank, you bring the knees to the floor, then bending the elbows inwards, chest goes down and chin goes down. So your bum is sort of sticking up. Then inhaling a slide. Your chest slides forward, your hands slide back, and you come into cobra. Tuck your toes, and in your next exhale, come up into downward dog. Look between your hands, take one big step with the right foot, bring it between your hands, left knee on the floor, look up. Your hands remain on the floor, but you are straight, your chest is looking forward. Exhaling, you bring the left foot close or next to the right, forward fold. And now with the strength of your legs, come up, back is straight, come all the way up, slide back, bend, hands in front of your chest. We're repeating again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, back is straight, come forward, forward fold until your hands touch the floor. Now it's the left foot that shoots back, big step, knee on the floor, look forward. Now both hands firm on the floor and take one big step with the right until you come into your plank position. Firm belly here, firm everything here. Now knees down, chest down, sure the bum is sort of sticking up, chin down, and then slide forward into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward, the left foot takes one big step and it's placed between your hands. The right knee is on the floor. And once again, look forward, the chest goes forward. Exhaling, both feet meet together at the top of the mat. And once again, spine is straight, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. We're gonna repeat it all again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Back is straight. Hands on the floor. Right foot shoots back. Big long step. Knee on the floor. Look forward. This time we bring the arms up as well. Exhale, hands down. Plank. And focus on that plank. Your hips are neither high nor low. Straight. So you really need to engage the core and the legs. Imagine that the weight is on your legs, not on your arms. Now, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forward, downward dog. Take one big step with the right foot, put it between your hands, left knee on the floor. Look up. Exhale, both feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale all the way up, hands up to the sky, slide back, bang, hands in front of your chest. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, your hands are being pulled so your back is straight all the way down to the floor. Now it's the left foot, one big step, knee on the floor. Look up. Hands go up to the sky this time. Exhale, hands on the floor. And again, plank. Remember that strong legs. So imagine that your legs do more for lifting you than the arms. So removing a bit of the weight from the arms and the wrist. Now, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra, shoulders down. Exhale, downward dog. Now one big step with the left foot between your hands, right knee on the floor, arms up. Exhale, hands on the floor, both feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Now open your feet a tiny bit, hip width apart once again. Bring both arms to the sky. Inhaling here, stretch to the sky, feet are digging into the ground, arms are really reaching up, and now the right hand comes all the way down, so it's alongside your leg and bend to the right. Inhale, both arms up again. And as you exhale, now the left hand comes to the leg and exhale. So you're sliding down using your leg as a guide. Inhale, up again. Stretch the arms, exhale the right. Really look forward. Dig with the left foot down. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, the left hand comes down and slides, and now you dig with the right foot. So really feeling the stretch. One more time on each side. Inhale, up, stretch, stretch, squeeze the belly. Exhale, hand alongside your body and really go to the side. Inhale, up. Now the left. Exhale, hand alongside your body. Right foot against the floor, pushing against the floor. Inhale, up. Now bring your hands behind you and let's do a bit of a back bend. So just pushing your hips slightly forward, not too much, and opening the chest towards the sky. Elbows want to touch. And stay here for 3, 2, 1, 0. Come to the top of the mat once again, or to the middle, doesn't really matter. And the feet are once again just hip width apart, all right? And this time we bring the hands up to the sky, bend forward like we did earlier. You can bend the knees, back is straight. Put the fingers, the fingertips on the floor or the whole hand on the floor. And now bend the knees forward, keeping the hands there, and come into this sort of crouch position. You can keep the hands off or down on the floor. Exhale, you come into this forward fold again. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, hands by your side. So we're gonna do this 3 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands reach the floor. Exhale, we crouch. Again, your hands can be up if you want. Exhale, hands on the floor. Every time we do it, we go a bit deeper. Inhale, rise up and hands by your side. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Focus on the breath. Exhale. You bend forward. Inhale. Bend your knees, hands in front of you. Exhale. Deeper bend. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands by your side. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, bend forward, hands to the floor or fingertips or anywhere that's comfortable. Inhaling, bend, crouch. Again, if your heels are off the floor, that's fine. Exhale. See where we are. Every day is different. Inhaling, come all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your chest. Great work. I'm gonna come here, but you don't need to move, just because I'm gonna show you on this side. So now lift the left leg up. Hands are in front of your chest. Tiny bit of balance. And then take one big step to the back of the mat. Oops. I bet you're doing it better than me. Inhale, arms up. And now open towards the right. So the right hand is behind you and carries on. So it's a big circle. You're making a big circle with the right hand. And both hands come up and open again. Does it make sense? And again, come up and open. 2 more like this. Come up and open. One last one. Just because I lost the count again. And then stay here. Stay here, breathe. So the back heel really wants to touch the back wall, and the hands are pushing in different directions. Breathe. The big toe of the right foot is really glued to the floor. Nice. Now bring the left hand to the floor for an easy twist. And the right hand comes to the sky. Breathe. Then once again, reverse this. See if we can come the same way we came. So come to the twist, arms in front of your chest, lean on your right leg, lean, 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 and see if we can come into this warrior 3. You don't have to lift the back leg so much. Either we create the whole T with the body, or just see where it goes. Just play with it. And then come back to the top of the mat, and let's do the other side. Gonna come here now. So it's like, okay. So your hands are in front of your chest, breathe. Take one moment here. Oh. Inhale, come back into your breath. Let your breath guide you. And now lift the right knee up. Hold it here for a moment. Tiny bit of balance. For more balance to come. Now that big step with the right foot. Oh my God. There we are. Hands up. You can look up if you want in preparation, enjoying that stretch, and then start opening towards the left. So the right hand is forward, the left hand back, and then the left hand carries on, meets the right, come up again, and once again open. 2. So again, the left hand carries on, meets up the right, both come up, and then open. 3. See, we get it. Left hand comes, meet the right, both come up, open. 4, one more. Open. 5, and stay here, breathe. And again, just 2 opposing forces. One hand wants to go in one direction, the other hand wants to go on the other. We should be familiar with that. I always have one hand wanting to go in one direction and the other in the other, you know. Sometimes we have 2 different opinions, but we learn to be stable in the center. Now the right hand is going to come to the floor and the left hand to the sky. Breathe. And come back up again. Oops. Now both hands to the center. Once again, start leaning on your left hand, foot, and start lifting the right leg for warrior 3. See where we are today. Engaging elevate the right leg. Shoulders away from your ears. You can even play with your hands if you want. Then slowly, slowly come back to the top of the mat. Nice, how was that? Inhale here, stay here for a moment, standing. Feet can be hip width apart, slightly bent knees. Close your eyes, go back into your breath. Now release the hands, bring them up to the sky, sweep them up. Exhale, down again. Hands on the floor. This time we're going to take 2 big steps to get into plank directly. And you can choose, you can come down. We're going to go all the way down, but you can come with the knees, chest, chin like we did earlier, or you can come down in plank. So keeping the body straight, chaturanga. Bend the elbows and come all the way down slowly, slowly. Nice. Now we're going to do a couple of back bends. But we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to do locust. So bring the hands alongside your body, like when we did when we were doing the, the sit-ups earlier. So the hands are facing down, forehead on the chin on the floor. I hope I'm not squashing the mic now, so I don't know how the sign is going to be like. Chin on the floor. Now as you inhale, lift. So both feet are closer to each other. The feet are glued to the floor, the legs are glued to the floor, and then as you exhale, the right leg starts shooting up. Straight leg up. Exhale down. Now the left. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale down. One more time each side. Inhale, right leg goes up.
Exhale down. Follow your breath. Inhale, left goes up. Exhale down. Take one moment here. And this time, it's as if someone is lifting our hands, head, shoulders, and the legs remain on the floor. Someone is holding your hands. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale down. Come again. So your hands come into that Sphinx again. Once again, you can interlock the fingers and go up for dolphin again because you like it so much the first time. So tug your toes and slowly come onto your knees first, and then lift your knees up, and as if you were doing a downward dog, but on your forearms, and start walking your feet forward. Keep it here for a moment, trying to really drive your head back between your shoulders, not forward. Really pushing the forearms against the floor. Breathe. 2, hold it, bringing the heels towards the floor. You can see if you can walk the feet slightly closer. 3, 4. Then slowly, slowly walk the feet away again. Knees on the floor. And come into child pose. Relax here for a couple of breaths. And you're going to turn around whenever you're ready on your backs. Once again, bring the soles of the feet to touch and start leaning back, leaning back, leaning back until you're resting on your back. Soles of the feet are touching, your knees are wide open to the sides, and rest here for a moment in this reclined butterfly. You can open your arms if you want to, or you can keep the hands on top of your belly. It's up to you. Just close your eyes. Take a moment here. Releasing those knees, releasing the hips, relaxing the face. Now bring the knees together again, knees to chest, a squeeze. Perhaps you can bring the hand to the opposite elbow. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift the head again like we did earlier. Forehead towards the knees, squeeze, and then release the head. Extend the legs. We're gonna do banana sana. I love this posture. So you're gonna put your hips as far to the left of the mat as you can. So completely on the left of the mat, the hips, and the feet are gonna be as close to the right edge, the right corner of the mat. And then your torso and your shoulders are gonna be on the right corner of the mat as well. So you're creating like this big C letter, okay, with your body, or like a bendy banana. And just stay here. Both hips are flat on the floor, and the hands can go above your head. You can even grab the opposite elbow, or you can just simply grab one wrist, the left wrist in this case, and breathe here. You know, if you're quite happy in this pose, you stay here, close your eyes. If you want a bit more challenge in this pose, well, not challenge, but you know, if you have more space for a bit more stretch, you can lift the left leg and cross it above the right. See how that feels. And breathe. Make sure that still both hips are on the ground. that you're not suddenly lifting the left, and that isn't too much. This should be doable, should be something that you could stay for a long time. You should feel the stretch, but still be comfortable. Breathe. And then uncross the leg if you had it crossed. If not, doesn't matter. And come back to the center. Stay here for a moment, just on the center of the mat, taking on board the changes, feeling one side different from the other. And now slide your hips as far to the right as you can, as far to the right of the mat as you can. Then your feet as far to the left corner of the mat as you can. And again, your torso, your shoulder blades are both flat on the floor and to the left. So again, you're creating like a C with your body, or a banana. And once again, see what you want to do with your arms, probably the same thing you did before, above your head, hands to the other opposite elbow. And first, before you do any crossing of the legs, just make sure that you're comfortable. Perhaps one side is different than the other. Make sure that your hips are on the floor. And then if you're comfortable and you want to feel a bit more stretch and there is a space, then cross the right leg on top of the left and see how it feels. Breathe, just really let go. Relax your face, relax your hips, letting go completely. And now if your leg was crossed, uncross it, come back to the center. Come back to the center. Now bring both knees to your chest. One last time, one last squeeze, and then let them both drop to the right for a twist. So both knees to the right, open the left hand, open the left arm, and just look towards the left if it's comfortable for your neck. Then come back. And again, both knees squeeze, 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 and let them drop to the left. Open the right arm. Both shoulder blades are on the floor. And if it's comfortable, you can look towards the right. The palm of the hand is facing the floor. Just breathe and let go. And turn the head. Bring the knees back to the chest. One last squeeze, and if this time, if you want, you can do a couple of circles with your knees in one direction and then a couple of circles in the other direction. And now bring your right leg up and allow the foot to drop to the right corner of the mat. Then the left leg goes up, left foot drops to the left corner of the mat. Open your hands, and as much as you want to, let them drop, palms facing the sky. Close your eyes, Shavasana. And just relax here with your eyes closed. Letting go, allowing gravity to do all the work for you. There's nothing else for you to do. There's nowhere else for you to go. Softening the face, softening the facial muscles, softening the arms, softening the shoulders, just letting go, softening the torso, the chest, the belly, soft, soft. Shoulder blades melting against the ground, the whole back melting against the ground, hips melting, softening into the ground, heavy. Just allow gravity to do the work. The whole upper body softens and melts towards the ground. The thigh muscles softening, letting go. The knees softening. The calf muscles softening, just letting go. The ankles, the feet, the toes. The whole of the right leg heavy. The whole of the left leg heavy. Both legs are heavy and soft at the same time, melting onto the ground. The whole body is melting onto the ground. Then go back to your breath. Drop into your breath once again, just observing, like we did at the beginning. The breath that's coming in, the breath that's going out. And start moving your fingers and your toes. And start moving your wrists and your ankles. And then move your hands above your head and take one long stretch, fingers interlocked and hands push against one wall and heels press against the other. Long, long stretch and let go. Bending your knees once again. Drop. Drop to one side, drop towards the right side if it's comfortable, using your arms still like a pillow. One more moment of quietness before we go towards the day, confronting the day ahead. Now push with your hands against the floor till you come to a seated pose. Come to that seated pose we had at the beginning, legs crossed or any other seated pose that's comfortable to you. And just before we end, close your eyes once again. Spine straight. Back of the neck is long. Palms facing up this time. Observing your breath, observing any changes that might have occurred in your body and your emotions, in your mind. Any subtle sensations in your energy. And perhaps you can remember that resolution you made, that wish, that one word or sentence, whatever it is, bring it back.
Perhaps it can apply to the rest of your day. Repeat it one more time silently in your head. And then bring both hands together and start rubbing the palm against each other, creating some heat in the palms of your hands. And then place them delicately on top of your eyelids, cupping the hands a bit so it's not directly in touch with the eye. Transferring that heat from hand to eye to the whole body. And now open the eyes and let go of the hands. And we are done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me.